If you use a CPAP machine, at some point, there's a really good chance that somebody has said to you, make sure you keep it clean or you're going to get a respiratory infection. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how many of you clean it every single day. I don't. And when I do, I usually just clean it in the sink. I've noticed that no matter how much I scrub and clean, there's still areas of the CPAP equipment that I can't get clean. Today we're going to use this ultrasonic cleaner to see if we can step up our game a little bit. We're going to try to clean little parts like this, and it's probably not going to show, but you can see right there, that is mold, and this is the connector that goes to the mask. I'm also going to take this piece out. Look at it right there. Look at all the couscous in there. I'm not sure that's ever been cleaned. I don't think I've ever cleaned it. So we're going to take that apart. We're going to put everything in this ultrasonic cleaner, and we're going to see if we can, we're going to see what we get. I mean, it's dirty on this side too. Look at this. So I'm going to take this apart. I'm going to clean this. I'm going to clean a mask. I'm going to clean this hose. Now, if you don't have a sheath on your hose, this is just a cloth sheath. I recommend you getting one. It cuts down on the condensation that collects in the hose. It's actually a very simple, stupid accessory you can get for your CPAP hose, and it just slides on like that. Let's see how this works out. Okay, this is my ultrasonic cleaner. It holds like 2 gallons of water. What I usually do when I clean parts is I put hot water in this bag and then put the bag in here so we don't contaminate the water. This is our piece that has all the mildew and mold in here. We're going to put this in this bag. I'm going to put just a couple drops of Dawn dish soap in there. 1, 2, 3, and one more, 4. We'll seal this up. Try to get some air out of it. Just set this right inside here like this. I'm going to put the lid on it. And then I'm just going to set this for 10 minutes, which is already set. We'll come back in 10 minutes and see where we're at. All right, our 10 minutes is up. We'll take a look at that in a second, but I'm trying to get this piece. And I've got this rubber piece pulled off. And I think you have to stuff it right down in that hole. And then release the clip. And it should Okay, turn the collar. Turn the collar. Depress this clip. And it comes right out. Look at this. Look at how dirty that is. Okay. We'll get to this in a second. All right, how'd we do in here? Okay, I don't think we've made any improvements here. Okay, it's got hot water in it. I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to put a little more dish soap in there. And now I'm going to put this piece in there. And we'll see what happens. Let's go for another 10 minutes. All right. Full disclosure here. I ended up adding this other fitting in here, and Anyway, all right, I've contaminated everything already, so let's just do this. Okay, I don't think we've made much progress here. I'm going to run this again though. And seeing as how I've just contaminated everything, I'm just going to dump it in there. This is the same piece, but this is the one I'm currently using, and it's pretty clean to begin with. So I'll call that one good. I'll just rinse that one. This is that other piece, and this one actually came out really good. I don't know if you can pick it up or not, but remember that piece I took out? I mean, it looks like it needs to be rinsed a little bit, but man, what a difference. What a difference. I'm going to run this one again too. I'll dump all that in there, why not? Alright, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to put this hose in, and we'll see what happens here. It's like my pool vacuum hose. It's hard to get at the sink sometimes. Alright, we have got a total mess going on here right now. Alright. Let's run it for another cycle. I'm going to run it for 15 minutes. And then we'll check back. Alright. It's been 15 minutes. And I also put this mask in. Right after I shut the camera off, I put this mask in. And one thing I'm noticing is everything is getting clean, but it's not like this dramatic like before and after. But it's a different clean than you get when you wash by hand in the sink. Now this wasn't super dirty, and you're probably not going to be able to tell, but I mean everything, even like stains that you get around the pillow, they're all gone. So like the hard water stains, or I don't even know what they are because I use distilled water, so I doubt it's hard water, but all the water stains that we normally get, condensation from exhaling, those stains are all gone. This is the piece that we took out of the air pump, and this is a night and day difference. Not sure if you can see that, but that's pretty clean now compared to where we started. And you just saw what I did with the towel, so it wasn't much that I wiped off. So this is a win for me. This piece here, the ultrasonic cleaner is it's not able to get all this mold out of here. So I'm just going to end up having to throw this piece away. I think it does loosen it up a little bit though, but there's really no way to take this apart and flush it. I think this is a fail. And then the last thing that I put in was this hose. And looks like we got a little couscous out of the hose. You're not going to be able to see it on camera. I'll show it to you though, but I feel like the ultrasonic cleaner does a pretty good job with this, because I don't know how you do yours, but I usually just fill it up with water and then like fling it around a little bit, and hopefully I get stuff out of the hose, but I don't know. I feel like this did a pretty nice job for what it is. Now let me show you the inside of the tank. And like I said, when we first started, I usually put everything in a bag, which I did, but then I don't know if you saw me, but I like slipped and the bag was open, and anyway, I contaminated the tank. So after all the cleaning, you are not going to be able to see all the stuff floating around in there. And it's also not clean water anymore. It's kind of got a tinge to it. So I'd say it's pretty successful. I'd say if you got an ultrasonic cleaner hanging around the house, maybe you use it to clean parts, or maybe you have one that clean your guns or something like that. I think you can put your CPAP parts in, put a little Dawn dish soap maybe get them a little bit cleaner than if you were to just hand wash them. So that's it for today's video. It's short. It's only like 4 degrees outside. That's why I'm not doing anything in the garage or outside.